Hey everybody,
I'm Will.
I'm Sam.
And I'm Adam, and we are
Working Title!
Get ready to clap.
Oh,
Noise.
forgot about it. Guys, we are back for Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. Episode 29, The Struggle of the Fool.
What happened last time? Will?
We got the meeting of all meetings. Father and Edward and Alphonse and Scar and New Greed.
And New Greed.
Greed is back in Ling's body, and the boys are being escorted out because Father's done dealing with them for the day. And for whatever reason, their alchemy stopped working.
So guys, if you enjoy this video, make sure you leave a like on it, subscribe to the channel if you enjoy our content, leave a comment down below about what you thought. Oh, you hear that? You hear that? We're not gonna talk about that. I know he's keeping it in, but make sure you leave a comment down about what you thought of this episode, what your thoughts were at the time that you first watched it. Check out the Patreon if you want to see these a week in advance. We have that available for you, as well as The Witcher, some Attack on Titan OVAs if you want to check that out as well, or if you just want to support us, feel free. And it's not market substitute either. So go support Fullmetal on whatever streaming service you can find it on, and come back and watch your boys, Will, Sam, and Adam. Don't like talking about myself in third person. I'm sorry about that. We're gonna punch it.
Bah!
I just want to say fuck this guy, honestly.
Seriously.
Oh yeah, Envy,
Yeah.
being the shooter.
Killing a kid, fucking asshole.
Hey, where are you taking us? Just get in.
What? Okay, for a very brief second, I thought they were just opening the door to the Truth Realm.
Oh, yeah.
I was about to be like, you've got to be kidding me. There's no way that an elevator takes you to the Truth Realm.
They're going to see Wrath.
Right.
Taking him upstairs.
This looks like...
They're literally...
Central.
Command, we were right below it.
Yep.
Hey, you guys are plastered with filth.
So they've been there this whole time. I never would have guessed they were beneath the command center.
So maybe it's not just the Fuhrer. The entire military might be involved.
Yep.
That's what Hughes figured
There is
out.
some good news in all of this.
Yeah.
You saw it? My
Yeah.
mom's still in there?
Mm-hmm.
It is. I tried to reach out for it, but it said that it couldn't go with me, since I wasn't its soul.
Ew. Don't say it, it's him.
Exists.
Well, it's a body. It's not necessarily him. This is him.
Yeah, but like even at a funeral, you
Whoa, did he just...
One step closer to
they're brothers.
Did he just stick his hand up?
Yeah.
Al,
Oh, the
what's
panda's
that
still
weird
with
little
him.
cat doing in here?
Well, you know that little girl?
I put it.
Oh!
Brother, stop.
When did Scar do that?
While you're at it, will you put on some pants?
Hey, what's the holdup? Get a move on!
Wild. That is wild.
Jeez, Al, did you really have to bring her along with us?
What else was I supposed to do? She's hurt pretty bad.
Hey! Wrath will take over babysitting you now. Right this way. Wrath?
Oh my god. They still don't know
That
who
it's
Raph
him.
is. Yeah.
Wrath.
Imagine they just think it's
Roy.
He's Wrath.
Colonel? What's going on?
Where should I begin? Fury's been shipped south. Fallman's been sent up north. Braid has been reassigned to the west. Lieutenant Hawkeye is now a personal assistant to the Fuhrer.
What the hell is this? They're practically holding him hostage.
Practically.
Go ahead and take a seat.
The guards left us alone. There are 3 of us, only 1 of him.
He's only got one sword with him.
Don't try it.
So
Don't-
it's not confident.
What was it, like episode 2 or something that he tried it? And it was
Yeah.
like the most unsuccessful thing ever.
Yeah.
Fuhrer?
Oh yeah. You gotta
So
be careful.
what was that in the hospital that day? When you came to visit me? You really had us going, didn't you?
I don't
really did.
recall lying. I instructed you to suspect everyone
Oh.
and not to meddle any further.
It's
The
true.
only thing that you need to know
true.
is that you're important to us.
and there's no need for you to dig any
So
deeper.
badass.
Accept the importance of your role and keep your heads
It's the
down.
mustache.
You do that,
Come on,
no
you know
one
me.
will come to you.
Well, that's great for us. But what happens to all the people who aren't lucky enough to be considered sacrifices?
There's nothing you need to know that I haven't already told you. Is that clear, Fullmetal Alchemist?
You chose that as my title. I only joined the military because I thought it might help us get our bodies back. But now I know what the State Alchemist program really is. You're using it as a way to recruit your sacrifices. Well, I'm not gonna let you use me to accomplish your sick goals. And I resign my title as a State Alchemist.
You forget he knows
The
who
symbol
Winry
of
is.
a dog, fitting encrusted with blood.
Your plans are gonna fail. I swear on my own grave that I'm gonna stop you. I'll warn the other State Alchemists. I'll tell them.
It was that
He looks a lot
There you
older right
go.
now.
Oh, shit.
Oh, yes. It's
Yeah.
Winry Rockbell.
Yep.
There's your weakness.
You're
Yep,
an
yep.
automobile engineer. And you grew up with her in Risenbull as well, if I'm not mistaken. She's practically a family member, isn't she? She's made quite a name for herself with her customers in Rush Valley.
Shit.
Such a sweet and trusting girl.
You stay away from her. Just leave her out of this.
Well, that's up to you.
Be a good doggy.
If you'd rather not take it,
Put your leash
then
back
I'll
on.
simply have to cut it down.
That's awful.
Yeah.
How thoughtful.
Sir, you don't have to worry about us, but I have to ask, if we're going to continue to serve under your watch, will you please allow us to keep searching for a way to get our original bodies back? Please, sir.
I don't see why not.
Ah, yeah.
Interview with
Oh,
our
okay, cool.
clients. And what do you have in mind, Colonel? You want to do something so petty as to quit the military?
Good question. I'm on a short leash here. I still find that preferable to giving up. And I still have my ambitions. Your plans don't change that. So I'll hang on to this. And I'll retain my rank, too.
That's fine with me. We got nothing more to discuss.
That's crazy.
Interesting. Okay. I'm surprised how
I would like to
loose.
ask you one question, sir.
Would you now? Go ahead.
Are you the one who murdered General Hughes?
Another envy thing. Man, he's a killer.
Then who did?
Colonel, I agreed to one question.
Frick, man. There are a lot of people out to get envy at this point. Public enemy number one.
What, Alphonse?
Oh shit. No blood.
Is that all?
Oh,
That's all. You're now dismissed.
Remember he hid the snake girl inside there?
yeah.
The snake? Yeah, yeah.
And he slaughtered her.
Stabbed through. Wait, so was she not in there? So the whole thing's hollow, I guess. Yeah.
What's that? Have you got
Armor.
any change?
Want my money now?
Just look at that. Jeez, is that all you got, really?
What you got?
Sure, whatever. See ya.
Hey!
Sorry, Colonel. We'll explain everything later.
What the hell's with them?
I'm struggling to watch the show and look at the subtitles.
It's English, Adam. It's
very
English.
hard to. But then I can read what they're gonna say before they say it.
You don't need to.
Hey! We haven't seen you in a long time.
Troubling you, Colonel. You seem slightly
Big baby man, my favorite.
Just how do you expect me to appear? I had hoped to get
Gosh,
more
it's
of
been
a
so long. Where has he been?
Right.
Colonel?
That's so wild. I hope he's done
I was
stuff.
getting worried. Sorry. Lieutenant Hawkeye, reporting
Yeah,
back
put some
post
respect.
from the tree
It's
break,
like-
sir.
The
Major
train
Armstrong
break.
happened to be passing by. He was nice enough to watch my post for me. Thanks for everything, Major. I appreciate it.
No trouble at all. So you didn't run off?
Someone once told me to never give up no matter what, and once was all I
What?
Just don't ever tell me you wished you'd run when you'd had the chance. Alright?
It's too late for regrets.
Never have regrets. No regrets.
Hello?
Gertz.
No regrets.
Well, this is a surprise. You didn't break your automail again, did you?
What? No! I'm calling because is everything alright?
Yeah, you should really relocate her. All things considered.
Doesn't matter.
Well, Ed,
Can't hide from the military.
you're creeping me out.
I mean, Where's Ross? Is she with the military right now?
Well, it's actually.
Well, they faked her death. She's in a different country.
Can't you do the same with her? You know, like go over to Ling's land and just hang out with people.
You're gonna be there with 5 other people now, and everybody's separated. It was a part of the plot.
Yeah.
It means a lot.
Sure. You're certain everything's okay, right? Yeah. Okay, bye.
I meant to say, Ed is looking really old in today's episode.
No, it's Greed.
Greed.
Still.
What do you want?
Your pal asked me to bring this to you.
Ling did? What does it say? It's in some other language.
Yeah, it is. But he just wants you to deliver to some girl.
Like Ling
Bonfire?
is requesting something?
Is this some kind of trick? Because if you follow us and try to kill her...
I've got more class than that, alright? And as a rule of thumb, I don't fight women.
What?
Whoa.
Equal
And
fights.
another rule of mine is to never tell a
What?
lie, but hey, it's your call.
Yeah, equal fights.
I stand with Bakugo.
Hey, wait!
It's still Greed, kid.
That's interesting.
Alchemist.
I love how like loose all the villains are being with their like. That's very.
That's Scar.
That's pleasant.
He's
What were you
still,
saying?
Oh, well, I just like how loose like the villains are being. I mean, they're in full control, so
They
they
got
can
everybody by the balls now.
Yeah, really.
you gotta remember too.
They need people too.
Well, that guy literally just fucking shut off their powers like
That's
this.
the other thing.
Oh, but not Scars though, right?
Not Scars.
Whoa, hey! So he's in jail below all the
I can help you if you're
amongst
injured.
dogs.
Why don't you come down here? Is everything all right outside? It's safe to come down. The guard won't be back for a while. Let me help you with your injuries. I'm actually a doctor. So you're in Ishval. Was your head wounded in the... You're not the one known as Scar.
Yeah.
Tell me who you are first, and what are you doing down here?
Ew. Has he gone mental?
God! This must be fate! I'm the alchemist responsible for the extermination of your people!
What?
It's nothing serious. Just a mild concussion. She'll be fine after...
Why would he laugh talking to Scar that way?
Probably so Scar kills him or something. I don't know.
This is a hospital. You've filled my house with patients. Where am I supposed to sleep now? Tell me that.
Floor?
I'm sorry.
I'm not running a halfway out for injured
I'm
young
fine.
girls.
What are you doing? You shouldn't be out of bed.
The young lord, isn't he with you?
He gone.
He's not, but he's
How
still
you gonna
alive.
explain
I got
that?
a message from him.
Oh gosh, how are you gonna explain that?
What does it say?
Ew, it's in blood too.
What does it say?
It's in blood. It's a blood letter, Adam. It means death.
It says he found a philosopher's stone. The
Yeah,
young lord has saved
technically.
our clan,
Technically.
and now we have to return to our country. We've got to get the news to our people. Where is he? Will you take me to him?
Will Greed break free?
What's wrong?
Same
Why are you
intentions.
being so quiet? Has something happened to the young lord? Please talk to me, Alphonse. Where is the prince?
Oh, I feel like Greed might go rogue again. Very
Maybe.
very quickly.
What do you think of that
Frick.
body, Greed? Decent enough?
So you must be Wrath. Yeah, the body's great. Listen to this. It's royalty. The kid was a prince of shame. The funny thing is, he let me take control. He thought I could make him emperor or something. What an ambitious little brat.
I spoke to him once about politics. His naive theories on leadership were amusing. He said a king's duty is to his people, as if the people actually mattered when ruling a country.
That's fucked.
And that is the difference between a good leader and a dictator, man.
And now, typical human.
Shut the hell up! Don't underestimate humans. I know. He's patient. Just waiting for any chance he can get. I've got to stay on my toes.
He must be starting to reconsider his ambitions. Now
Wait.
he wants to like you into his flesh.
Can every single homunculus have their inner selves return to some degree, like Venom?
I think it's because Ling has such a strong will.
Or Ling's a good guy and all the others were potential bad guys. So there's no need to jump out.
I'm not the only one. So many soldiers have put their trust in the military.
Oh, they just broke the news to him.
This is the truth.
Which truth? Oh, that
Everything's controlled by the military.
Your disposition. I'm afraid you'll suffer otherwise.
Yeah. So keep a cool on it. All Might.
It's wrong, Major. You're disobeying an order. You're dismissed. Call Central for a replacement Alchemist. I collapsed in Ishval. I couldn't bring myself to stay and fight. The military's methods were ghastly. I could see their malignance. But still, I chose to turn away and run when I should have fought to protest their actions. That decision.
One of the actually really good human beings in this show.
Yeah.
Makes me sick by my beliefs. Now that I face the military again.
Oh, it's the mustache. He didn't have a mustache back then.
Yeah.
So glad the voice actor is All Might.
Yes.
I feel it. I feel the justice in his voice.
How do you plan on handling all of this?
The Fuhrer asked me that. I told him I wasn't going to quit, give up my ambitions. The Fuhrer seemed like he was downright eager to reveal his true nature as a homunculus to me. It appears he wants me to know there's someone even more powerful giving him orders. Seems they're testing me. I have to admit I'm honored.
You seem surprisingly calm.
I don't know. It's just, well, it's similar to how I felt during the battle with Lust. I've been called a human weapon and a monster. Maybe I deserve it, but I can tell you this much. I never feel more human than when I'm fighting real monsters.
That's awesome. It's really cool.
I see. He accepted the stone and let the beast take control.
The beast.
I'm sorry. I wish we could have stopped it.
Where's Ed?
Don't apologize.
Inside
I'm only
his
upset with
armor.
myself for being unable
Everybody's
to
just hanging
protect
out there
him.
now.
Oh yeah, where's Mei Chao?
In the other
He's
part.
not gone.
Yeah,
He's
she's
just
in the
trapped
other
in
bed.
They're on their
this
first
green
date
creature.
inside the chest of the armor.
I need your help. I want a new arm as soon as possible.
Are you
Rush
sure?
Valley.
You haven't healed yet.
I need an automail engineer now. Please help
Yeah.
me.
Winry, or go talk to Father. See if he'll do it for you.
Yeah, okay. I'll introduce you soon, but you need to get your strength back first. I'll ask Dr. Knox to make you some food.
there she
I don't
is.
think you should be up yet. It's
That's the end.
Mei Chang, right?
May.
Oh, other
Yeah,
clan,
right.
other clan.
Yep.
That's not what I was expecting when they showed up. Frick.
You're a watchdog for the Yao clan.
I know you too. You're the Chang heiress.
Very good. I'm the 17th daughter, Princess Mei.
Look at him.
I also know why you're in this country. To
17
obtain
children.
immortality.
Too bad you won't live to see me get it.
You won't even leave this room, princess.
Hey, just hold on a minute. I don't know what this is about, but you can't find
Trying to interfere with the affairs of our country.
My words are going to slow me down.
Is that so? Well, neither will mine.
Look at the panda! Look at the panda!
You're supposed to be resting in bed.
Quit trying to interfere with the affairs of our
Who's this guy?
This is Dr. Knox.
Oh, the other guy.
Jeez, it doesn't matter where you're from. You're both my patients. You're not planning on making an even larger mess around here, are you? Huh? Because if you do, it might release an unknown pathogen from the floorboards. Kill everyone in the house.
Ew, look at this place.
Yeah.
How could it get messier in here? I wonder how long it's been since he bothered cleaning. Huh? I found this on the floor.
So that's where it's been all this time.
Hey! You can't throw away a family picture!
I don't speak to my wife and son. What's the big deal? And who are you to decide what I do with my own stuff?
Hohenheim.
Yeah.
Why don't you go get some coffee or something?
Like,
I
he's
really-
gonna drink it.
Thanks
I
for
really do
taking
wonder
the
why
time to
Hohenheim
come
left.
by.
Now that he's not like
Actually, I'm
father.
surprised you came. I was honestly starting to get a little worried.
Must be nice.
Damn.
Must be nice.
My alchemy again.
Oh, there we go. That's what he was trying to figure out.
He looks so cool. I love this outfit. It's like one of my favorite like books.
Very nicely done up there. That takes care of all of our repairs for the day.
Yeah, you can always rely on a state alchemist. These other alchemists around here just can't compare. You should have seen those guys. We had a couple of local alchemists helping us with repairs this morning. All they really ended up doing was looking foolish, though.
They came strolling in here like they were the very best, and the next thing you know, their alchemy wouldn't work.
Who are you talking about?
He said this morning.
Anybody.
Was when we were underground.
It just affected everybody in the area, maybe.
Oh.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Whoa. What was that? Was that something we've seen before?
I know Envy told me they're just mindless energy, but I don't
I
know.
don't know.
It just doesn't feel right to me, which means I'm not fully convinced. Snap out of it. I've got bigger things to be concerned with.
Oh, I think that was one of the souls he used. It said thank you
Those guys
from,
were
Yes.
from Envy.
We weren't
Yes.
the only ones who
It
could
said thank you for
this morning.
like releasing it.
If so,
Weird.
how come Scar and that
No
little
cap.
girl were able to use theirs?
That's a good point.
What does that mean?
Yeah, I don't know
Hey,
why.
it's already over.
Will their alchemy be different from ours?
Scar and who else didn't lose their stuff?
May.
Yeah.
May's the little girl.
Yeah, alchemy.
Maybe I can use it to get Al's body back. Take
no.
down that bearded bastard. I've got to get this to the lieutenant.
Okay, why is the whole outro about Winry? Is she gonna be playing a big role in this upcoming season continuation of the story? She's dying. No,
Well, it was season 1 about Mikasa.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's probably the most Mikasa heavy season.
Alright, get ready for the after credit.
Square Enix making my Just Cause video games. Annie Plex. Sword Art Online. I don't know what you make. Is that always in the outro? Is this always
This
in
has
the
gotta be new.
They forced me to follow through with their plans. I made a stone for them, and I used the lives of countless Ishvalans to do it. And
That-
now they're forcing me
That
to
was,
cooperate
Gluttony.
in an experiment that's likely to result in another genocide. I beg you, please stop it. You have to kill me, please. Please take my life. My own death is the only form of revenge that I have.
Oh.
Your appearance here, right now.
Oh, wow.
Tell me everything about Ishval. I want to hear the entire story.
Whoa.
What did you use my people for?
Hey, do it.
Tell me all of it. Give me the truth before my right hand destroys you.
You called Scar one episode the God of Death. Or he was death.
Yeah, I said he was like the god.
The Grim Reaper.
Because they already introduced the sin names, so I said
You called
he's
him
like.
Wrath at first.
I said he's like Wrath, bringing like undiscriminate death to whoever he chooses.
It was the Shout Tucker episode.
Yeah. Wow. Well, welcome back to Fullmetal.
Yeah.
It's been a few weeks. Well,
Um,
really since our marathon.
2 Sundays ago.
Our last marathon, though. But it's a nice return. Thought it was
This
gonna be
show's so good. It's so fucking good.
I think there was an episode called something of the Fool before. I thought it was gonna be more
Yeah, it was about Roy.
Roy Mustang.
Yeah.
But who would be the fool in this instance?
Well, struggle of the fool, I guess it'd be Roy. Still. Roy's the fool.
Just the continuation of his tasks.
Well, now
trying
he's
to do.
struggling, yeah.
We return to our group going into the elevator because Father's letting them get the feel for what the new boundaries of how they have to conduct themselves are going to be. They're going to go see the Fuhrer.
The new life.
Their new life. I think it's pretty wild, though.
How everything's chill.
Well, I guess the state of being we're at with the show, because I can't really think of many instances in other TV programs I've watched where like that. It's more like side plots, but it's cool because it's like the main plot where all our characters are kind of in like a stasis where they can't really do anything because the bad guys are just overpowered. So they kind of have to just really they have to kind of just play chess. They have to wait and see what the bad guys are up to, where they get stationed, and maybe they can make a move, but they're limited because Winry, Riza,
The whole Roy
etc.
Mustang squad.
Yeah.
etc. Familial ties. So
how crazy? What'd you think when Alphonse is like, "Can we still research for our bodies?" And the Fuhrer was like, "Yeah, go for it."
It was surprising in the moment, but
as long as they don't interfere. He said.
Yeah, it's surprising in the moment, but it also kind of makes sense because I think it was last episode that Father was like, "I want you to be at your peak health or something." Like,
yeah.
So if you can get back to getting your arm and your leg and your soul, which, I mean, I guess that's as healthy as you can get. It's probably unhealthy to live
not a soul.
body, yeah, where your health even derives from because he's just a soul. I guess the genocide, whatever they want to do, will occur better. Like the curse will be stronger, or whatever they're doing, the magic will be stronger. So that makes
Healthy
sense.
sacrifice.
Yeah, it's like slaughtering, not to be graphic, but like slaughtering an animal. Like
a healthy cow.
They always say, like, do it quietly, make sure the animal's not scared because chemically it will like affect what you're doing, the process of it, and the meat will not be tainted, but like the value. That's so weird. I don't even understand how it works, but I'm just gonna keep that analogy because it makes sense to me. So yeah, it was a bit shocking, but it makes sense.
It's also crazy too because, like, I know a couple times in the episode you're like, man, it's nuts that they're so out in the open, and like you said, they're overpowered. I mean, Roy literally makes a point. They're like, you know, Ed and Al are like, he's only got one sword and there's three of us, and then it switches to Roy and he's like, wow, so he really thinks he can just take all of us on his own. There's no guards.
Yep.
Like Ed and Al almost seemed like at first they were thinking, oh, this is a perfect opportunity, we could take it, and then when you get to like Roy's POV, it's like, wow, we literally don't stand a chance.
Yeah.
Well, it's like in all our other shows that we react to, even recently, like whether it be Attack on Titan or even Jujutsu Kaisen, like the villains that you have are either on an even playing field or just starting out, or even in like My Hero, like in My Hero the villains are now getting to a place of power where they don't have to be so concealed, but generally in storytelling, bad guys have to hide from the shadows. But when you're dealing with people that have like god tier power, like Father, there's really no necessary reason to do that. So it's a cool flip on the switch where it's more of the good guys have to play chess to make a move now, at the discretion of whatever circumstance occurs. So I think that's cool. So yeah, they warned them about Winry. He stabbed Alphonse, scared me to death. I didn't think the girl would be dead or anything, but it was just still pretty shocking. I thought she might have gotten pierced in the leg or something.
Because she coughed earlier.
Yeah, he knew that someone was inside of there.
Yeah.
I mean, this show has children dying, I guess, as its themes, but I didn't think she would die, but it was still very surprising in the moment. Did he do that because
he thought she was
the last instance?
Well,
he thought there was somebody else in there, like the snake girl.
Yeah, he just figured someone was inside of him.
Okay. I mean, it's a perfect place for espionage. If you want to talk about a chess piece, hide people in him.
Al was just like, oh, is that everything? Or is it okay now?
Am I good?
Yeah, am I good?
See, let's talk about like a chess move. If they want to do anything, hide people in Alphonse in the leg. It worked. It worked. Like if I thought she was actually gonna do something in the episode.
You gotta remember she's like 3 feet tall. Though.
Yeah. then she'll be the element of surprise. Then that if they want to have a little sneak thief, you install her into the leg and go do things, and then she's your surprise element.
Yeah.
Because easily she's on par with Father, her and her panda. But
Roy asked if if Wrath was the one that murdered General Hughes, and he said nope. And he was like, all right, who did? He said, I'll let you have one question. That's it.
Yeah.
So you won't tell him that it was envy, like we all know already.
Who will get the kill? Roy or Scar?
I don't know.
Who do you think deserves the kill? Or who do you want to get the kill?
Roy lost Hughes. Scar lost
his people.
Yeah.
Probably Scar.
Okay.
I feel like it would be a little bit more like, I think that'd be a good conclusion to his arc to like do that, and he will feel conclusion out. You would hope. I don't know. Most people who seek out revenge rarely get like solace in the end, but maybe Scar will be the lucky few. Maybe he'll freaking change his attitude because the dude's insane. I mean, we'll get to him in a second, but...
So next we got Ed checking in on Winry.
Yep,
Seems
she's
she's
doing
okay.
She's doing good.
And then out of nowhere was Greed.
Best character of the episode.
Mm-hmm.
Love him.
Yeah.
Gave a note from Ling to give to Lanfang.
Probably the most shocking part of the episode is that Ling was able to get the message through. I didn't think I mean, I know last episode they were, come on, Ling, get up, like, but I thought that'd be like a finale type of thing where he like comes to. But if he can like actually like venom this thing and like whisper like Eddie Brock through the beast and like get some messages through, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
What's also wild too though is because their ambitions match up, I wouldn't be surprised if it's like they do like a little trick and it's actually Greed letting him through to like get messages out to, what's her name? Lanfang. That'd be cool if like Greed's responsible, because Greed's greedy. The last Greed ditched everybody because Greed is Greed, and he wants to do his own thing, so he doesn't want to listen. So I don't know why this Greed would be any different. It's the same spirit, so I feel like the same attempts can be made. So it would be cool if Greed's like playing it off like, oh, Ling's like you said, like he has a strong will of his own, but in reality he's like whisper through if you want, dude. This is both our ambition, because he was excited. He said, dude, guess what? I have an emperor in me, and like I don't know, I feel like storytelling that would also be like a cool thing to happen. So, so maybe they're working together. It just makes me wonder though, if it's not Greed letting him through, and the host of the body can actually have thoughts, does that mean the other homunculus also have a will of their own that can escape from the sin, the sin factor? Yeah. Because you have people like the Fuhrer that I don't think they care to, like, he went into a military program to get it. He's not trying to escape from it. He's in a position of power. There's no need to break free from
he was
wrath.
Born there,
That's what I mean. Like, this is what he wants. He's always wanted this. So he's not trying to be like Greed, or I should say Ling, escaping from it or trying to protect other people. So
and I know this is the end of the episode, but I feel like it's the best time to bring it up. I'm not sure, or just for reference of like
gluttony.
Yes, gluttony. Gluttony literally was like birthed out of
like he doesn't have a host.
I
was gonna bring that up too.
That's the thing that I'm like, I'd be curious about is like, is there like an original gluttony, like a person behind gluttony?
Well, that's a good question too, because he's also avoiding envy, like one of the only homunculus in their natural form that doesn't look human. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he looks like Majin Buu. Like we said, he doesn't look like he has human anatomy.
He's human Kirby.
But he looks like a freaking he looks like a Pokemon where everybody else has like boobs or like a six-pack or something. Like, they got features that
facial hair. Yeah.
I mean, Gluttony has a belly and all that, whatever. But you know what I mean.
He's like Chansey or Lickitung.
Yeah. So I don't know.
Yeah.
It's also weird that it's coming out of the chest. I mean, I don't know what to read from that. It's really weird.
And it's also similar to the question we brought up last time: is do you need a human to make a homunculus? Because we've seen it twice.
What I wonder though is, could this be our first hint of evidence for Pride? We haven't seen Pride yet.
Yeah.
So can we have another homunculus come out of maybe Fear or Bradley, just like Wrath or Father? Sorry, Father.
Yeah.
Maybe like Father put two homunculus in one that can come out of the other one. Because who was it?
Missing Lust.
We were saying Wrath was or no, in the original Fullmetal, you guys were saying
it's a totally different.
Pride was.
I think Pride is Bradley.
Bradley.
Pride is Bradley.
That's so weird. Is in the manga is the Fuhrer Pride?
No idea.
I think Brotherhood.
AKB.
I think Brotherhood is the closest to the manga.
Maybe we shouldn't know. I don't know if that's like a spoiler.
Yeah,
or anything,
I mean, maybe not for now. Maybe it'll come later in the show.
We'll see how this digests. That's definitely something I'm like very curious to know, because I feel like that's the Fuhrer is like one of the main characters of the show. So hearing that the Fuhrer was Pride in a different iteration, I mean, I'm sure there could be a reason for why it would make sense in this iteration, but right now I'm like, well, that's weird. It would have been Wrath in that iteration. So yeah. What else? We got the return of Armstrong.
Yes.
Roy,
He's a really sweet guy.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, Roy ran
Sweet
into
guy.
him and spilled the beans of what's really going on, and we get a flashback to Ishval where
He's holding a dead child.
he couldn't handle the atrocities that like were being committed in Ishval and what they were doing, to the point where he left. He
was dismissed.
He was dismissed, and he ran home instead of
He said he should have been there protesting.
fighting back. But now he wants to. Now he has like a strong will to like, I'm not gonna let this happen again, which is cool. And that's, I mean, like, I don't know how much more brutal it could be. And it's also crazy to think like people like, I mean, I know Roy later on in that scene calls himself like, oh, people have called me a monster and stuff like that, and a human weapon, and it's like, damn, dude, like that's fucked. Like you went to like a nation that, in fairness, no one knew, but like they didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah.
And even in the beginning, it sparked from the Amestrians, right? Am I saying that right? The Amestrians murdering a
child.
Ishval and child. So,
like, why was the military even there?
Because they wanted to exterminate.
They needed part of the sacrifice, right?
Well, yeah, but the Ishvalans fought back. They were like, "What the fuck? Your military killed one of our kids." They didn't hold the guy. I'm guessing they didn't hold him accountable. I mean,
no. He was dishonorably discharged, Envy said, and I think he went to jail. And they didn't even give him a trial, and he didn't even get to see his family.
Either way, still fucked up. If a military killed the kid, like the people who are on the receiving end of that are going to be pissed and want.
Of course.
Even they're going to want more than just like the person going to jail. They're going to want someone like to pay, like, put to death over it. And that's what started this whole thing. So that's why they went and committed genocide, which is fucking awful.
Yeah.
All because of Bradley.
Yeah.
And Envy.
Yeah.
Bigger yip.
Rats.
Scum. They got their alchemy back.
Yep.
Ed realized he fixed some woman's house or something.
But he also heard people talking about how
everyone lost
alchemists were losing their
actually
stuff.
Pretty fucking insane.
Yeah.
That
So
he's that powerful.
Either it's a radius of anyone in the city, or he just did global devastation to all the alchemists. Let's hope it's just the city.
And also, we realized they were directly underneath Central.
Yeah.
That too, yeah.
They took a little while to figure that out. You would have thought when Gluttony said,
The capital, where father's there.
that you would have assumed.
Well, they were in like some abandoned shithole, and they went through some door.
True. But I guess what we can do is go to the east, start learning Alka history, because it seems like anyone who has any relation isn't affected by father.
Mm-hmm.
What is weird about that, though, is back in the day when I was theory crafting, I thought father might have been the person to go to the east, so I guess that's not true anymore. He just destroyed Atlantis, or whatever that city was, Xerxes.
Yeah.
I don't know, dude.
Atlantis is Xerxes.
I don't know, dude.
An advanced civilization.
This just makes things more confusing because there are... I can't... I don't know if it's a spoiler to go back and ask, but on that panel in Xerxes, was there... That was father. Well, somebody looks like father. It's probably father. But where do we see the picture of the two people separating in the history when they talked about history?
Well, it's when they're there. Ed is talking about how, Ed's on the train and he's remembering that in Xerxes there was like everyone died there, and then when he's there in Xerxes, he describes a what do they call it? Like Sage of the East,
Sage of the West, and in Shing it's Sage of the East, Sage of the West.
Yeah, so basically they're saying that someone from the West, someone from the East, essentially someone from Xerxes, because that's in the middle, created alchemy and alchemy and taught it to people, essentially.
And there's two different versions.
But it's like the same story.
Yeah.
Okay.
But they each have like a different little it's alchemy is a little bit different than alchemy.
Okay. Maybe father is the one who went to the east. He just I just am trying to figure out where father would be, during all this because I was saying in the reaction, if he wasn't, since we have a new character, Father, if they're not the same person and they are two different people, and Father's been the one doing all this, then Hohenheim had to have been doing something. Maybe he's the one who went to the east, and if he helped teach Alchehistory, it seems like Alchehistory is the thing that's stopping Father, so maybe it's like a yin and yang. Like one has a deterrent for the one who's overpowered. Like maybe Hohenheim doesn't have power, but he has the ability to take power from the greatest power. You know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to think if there's any good analogies to that. Like the weakest sometimes is the one who's able to take out the strongest. I don't know. That doesn't make sense. I'll have to develop that a little bit more, but that's the ballpark of what I think.
So do you think Hohenheim is the weakest?
No, but like maybe he can't physically fight, but he has like secret knowledge. Like I'm just saying, like if he went to the east and he taught Alchehistory, he doesn't seem like a fighter right now because he's just a traveling wanderer. But I'm just saying, I don't know. Father doesn't do anything either than just sit around. So I don't know, dude.
They all just sit, and one wanders, one sits.
Another yin and yang. One has. They're like.
One is sedentary, one is nomadic.
I hate that word.
Why?
It always makes me feel weird. It's like
Which one?
It's like fester.
Nomadic makes you feel
sedentary.
Sedentary?
Sedentary.
Why?
I don't know.
It just means you're like in one place.
I know. I always didn't like that word. It always makes me feel weird.
I mean, I understand fester making you feel weird.
That's like worse. That's like sedentary. Like I don't know. Fester's still
Sagittarius.
The worst. I'm kidding. No, I'm not. That is the worst. I think the only other thing was the two girls from the clans.
Yeah, they
that was interesting.
They recognized who each other were.
Yeah.
You're like, you're a dog of the Yao family, and you're a lackey essentially.
Lackey, yeah.
And then the other one's like, you're the heiress of the Chang family. So.
Yeah, that'd be fun to get. I really do want to go to the east at some point. I hope that's like a story arc that we get to go to.
Yeah.
Maybe like 4 episodes or something, 7 episodes, and we get to explore what's over there. It seems like it's pretty important. I mean, it's a pretty heavy conversation piece ever since Ling showed up in the series, so it'd be cool if we can get to go over there. But yeah.
Guys, if you enjoy our video, leave a like, hit the subscribe button. I'm sick of telling y'all to do it because y'all just should do it, man.
Just do it.
If y'all want to support the channel, join the Patreon, see the show 1 week in advance. We're going to catch y'all in the next one. Punch it.
Boom. Yeah, it's funny that you say that. I was just...